Yo, what's up, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy JTuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up. And tomorrow, quick turnaround, right? Our Dallas Cowboys will face off versus Seattle Seahawks. So we got to do it big, man. I haven't gotten a chance to link up with my brothers, but we were talking on the phone as we always do. We pretty much talk every damn day, right? He was like, yo, let's go ahead, go live, and set up a show. So let's go ahead and welcome CFO fam, my guy DMV in Rome, Cowboys fan talk. What's going on with y'all, family? Good. Yeah. Did y'all have a good holiday, man? Y'all have a good Thanksgiving, man, because the way Cowboys fans are acting right now, you would think that the Cowboys lost on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't like the spirit of Cowboys Nation. You see what I'm saying? Right.
A hard-fought matchup with Washington and going to overtime, and they're allowed to celebrate.
Yeah,
we blow Washington out, and we gotta be humble.
Right. Facts. Facts. So what are you saying, bro? Said they can't hear nobody. No volume here either. See, this is the thing, man. Like, it's like one person can't hear us. Check DMV. Go ahead, talk, bro.
How volume, man?
Yeah, man. Hey, look, dog. You're absolutely right, Rome. Like it's like we can go life and death with the bum ass team, and all of a sudden we blow them out, and there ain't nobody. It ain't a defining moment. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I don't even listen to these. I don't even listen to those people. I can't let them take my joy, bro.
Hey.
I don't give a damn.
I see what you did. I see you did. Don't let them take your joy, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them take your joy. So let's go ahead and talk about that, man. So I don't know. DMV, go ahead, man. Elaborate on what you're talking about, bro. Because I personally, I ignore it.
Yeah. So Joy, and it's funny because I just watched it before we came on here. Joy came up with some criteria of what an MVP is. So, you want to know why that's bullshit?
So what was on the criteria? What was on the criteria?
The criteria was like, you got to be leading your division. You got to be leading the conference. You got to have a defining moment. You got to be statistically, leading in categories. Like you got to be like, you got to be like way ahead of everybody. Like she made it like that clear. What else? You got to have a defining moment.
Like a game defining.
Yeah, you got to have a game defining moment, and then it was like you got to have a huge, loud fan base. And she made it a point that Dak has that. But all X's all the way down. And it was just like, bro, you created a criteria so that
clearly biased, bro. It was clearly biased. It was designed to clown the Cowboys. It's idiotic. It's so many other things you could have put. She could have put like high statistical output. You know what I'm saying? Or she could even put a strength of wins, like legitimate stuff. But everything is more so opinionated bullet points on that list. And it's childish at this point. It's literally, we want to say whatever can get some eyes on our show because we the least watched show on Fox and we don't want to talk about it. It is what it is. We're going to say what we can to get eyes on our show because at this point, to not give Dak props, it looks biased.
Right.
Like, when is the criteria ever created? And
here's the crazy part, right? By them doing it, right? Because they found a button. They found out if they just use that Dak button, it's going to cause outrage, right? Because we're going to go on Twitter, we're going to go on social media and talk about it. So they get that engagement. So they found that hot button, but it's to the point where they're doing it so much where other fan bases like, all right, this is out of control. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a guy, salute to my guy Jake who covers the Rams. He was like, bro, why is it always just something weird with Dak? Like, what is he? Is he a bad guy? Like he was asking me, and I'm just like, bro, Dak don't do nothing but go to work, do his job, and mind his business. But it's always just some lazy, you know what I'm saying? Like it's always just some lazy narrative. But like I said, Cowboys Nation, it's really about trying to get our attention, our eyes, and our engagement. Because you saw what that last bullet point was. Had a loud fan base. They know where you know what I'm saying? They got analytics. They know where their conversation. They know what topics they talk about that hits, what teams they talk about that don't. So they got to kind of just make up something to get content when it comes to the Cowboys. But it's only exposing themselves if we keep keeping the buck.
Yeah, it's just I expect more out of them. You know what I'm saying? I remember Joy Taylor when she was on Undisputed, and then she shifted to Colin's show,
Right.
and her elevation was because she had pretty poignant points that she made and elevated sports talk, and she really would talk ball. And then somewhere in between leaving Colin and that show going from Speak for Yourself to Speak, it just kind of has gone downhill to where it's celebrated to just be shock jock and let's just be disrespectful. And it's just, you know, there's a lot of people, I've seen people on Twitter like, you know, why you guys attack Joy Taylor, you know, leave that lady alone. And this has nothing to do with her gender.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just wish that she would go back to when she grew up around football. She got a Hall of Fame brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she should just lean back into what she used to do. But I mean, who am I? I'm just a YouTuber and she's on TV.
Right.
But, you know, I would prefer to listen to like Mina Kimes, even Kay Adams, like people that really actually lean into the sport.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And talk football and don't just disregard things that they see in front of them because you dislike a player personally.
Right.
Like, there's no way you can look at the way what Dak is doing to be second in touchdowns and just say, all of that is irrelevant. Talk to me in January. But everybody else, no, it's fair game. Like I can't take it seriously anymore.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead, DMV.
Yeah, man. Hey, he took all the words out of my mouth for the most part, man. Joy, at this point, like you want to know what Joy's role was when she was with Colin? Like, y'all remember Howard Stern when Howard Stern had the show?
Right. I grew up on Howard Stern.
Like, yeah. Remember her ass was in the corner? Yeah, she was in the corner when she. Yep, she was in the corner just chilling when she was a little bit more husky, lost a little bit more weight, started looking good. Now you start putting her in front of the camera, and all of a sudden, like, this is what we get. Like,
right,
this is the things we get.
it's just different. I know what's in there. I know she know football. It's like you suppress your actual thoughts because you want to be clickbaity. I don't know what her check look like. Maybe it's like, hey man, you ain't making what I'm making, so you do it too.
I mean, they getting checks, you know what I'm saying? But here, and I understand it, right? It's an entertainment business, you know what I'm saying? So they're trying to talk football and make it entertaining, but what they don't understand is that you don't have to cook fast food, because here's case in point, and I said this with Daniel Orlowski and also Emmanuel Acho, salute to him, right? If you watch them when they go from Speak to when they transition and do college football, like they're completely two different people. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's more directed, right? It's
even
more
Twitter
scripted.
Acho, Show Acho are two different people.
Right. And so I felt like what people saw was, who are they competing with? They're competing with Undisputed. They're competing with First Take. So if you're seeing Stephen A kind of do this circus act, you think to compete with those numbers, if that's the measuring stick, that's what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's always like this circus act, you know what I'm saying? But they don't understand that football fans, they're becoming a lot more knowledgeable with the resources that we have and the internet. We don't need all that fast food, you know what I'm saying? But I'll say this, y'all, hey, keep it up, because it keep people like me in business. You know what I'm saying? Keep people like me in business. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I get it. Everyone got a job. I'm not, pocket watching anybody, but it's like, hey, if I'm getting paid, 6 figures and my director says, hey, Tuck, dance. I'm gonna dance. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna dance a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So
I respect it. I get it. Look,
I ain't gonna knock the hustle, man. But it's like you said, Rome, I think that they know better. And I just think that football fans are growing. It's like, we just see through. It's like wrestling to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard because I try not to engage with it because I see how fake it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you made a list and you got Trent Williams on it, but not Dak Prescott. Like, I just know. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. What are we doing here? But it's getting too obvious. But
it's like this. It's like this. The best thing is, people say, well, why would you say something? Well, if you're gonna play the game, I'm gonna play the game too.
Oh
so
yeah,
when I barbecue chicken you. Don't get mad. You wanted this. Yeah. So you wanted me to say that you don't know football.
Facts.
Or you would change your dialogue.
Yeah, and that's the game.
They get mad, and then they get mad, and then all of a sudden they start tweeting you, Tuck. Like, oh, well, this is what I meant. This is what I meant.
Yeah, I don't tweet me no more because I think I came in there a little too left, so I got banned a little bit. It is what it is.
Yeah,
but I had Dan Orlowski emotional.
Yeah, you had him. Yeah, I saw you punching on. I was like, you know what I'm saying? But that's what they have to understand. We got platforms too. We got microphones and lights and all sorts of stuff too. So if you want to play that circus act, that's cool. But we are going to respond, and we are not going to stop responding. Every time we see some book,
we say something because we got a little following.
You gotta do what I'm saying. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got followers, I got followers. But at the end of the day, man, hey, just call it down the line. Like, you can still just analyze the game of football, just call it down the line, be perfectly fine. But it just is what it is, man. But I want to talk about a hot topic button, man, that a lot of Cowboys fans are talking about. This is the hot topic button, even bigger than the game tomorrow, right? Shaq Leonard, man. So Shaq Leonard came and visited Dallas Cowboys yesterday, had lunch with Jerry, and then he dipped, right? And then he went on to Philadelphia today, had lunch with them, and then he dipped. So DMV, I'm gonna start with you, man. What's your thoughts on this Shaq Leonard situation? Do you think he could be an asset? But most importantly, the question I'm getting asked is, well, where is he gonna play, Tuck? Where is he gonna play? Which I think is obvious where he would play. But DMV, what's your thoughts on that?
I think he could be an asset depth-wise. I don't think he's going to be the impact player that a lot of people are asking for right now. But what I like about him is he's the best thing that's out there. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to find a better linebacker that you can add for depth at this time than him. Now, some of the things that I've been hearing about him aren't really favorable regarding the physicals and stuff like that. That's kind of what I've been hearing. So don't be surprised if neither one of these teams jump at him like that. But I would like to get him for one reason. You kind of block Philadelphia from getting a player. Mm-hmm. Number two, you add a depth piece. You add also not just a veteran guy, but veteran eyes. So he knows what people like to do. He knows what teams like to do. Concepts. He's going to understand those type of things. We already have a unit in place, so we can't really mess those things up.
Right.
Where would he play? I mean, obviously, you'd be able to put him out there once he gets his feet up under him. You know what I'm saying? Allow him to get healthy a little bit. And then, down the stretch, you get better as a football team. But long story short, man, I definitely think he can help us. Won't be an impact guy, but somebody goes down, somebody tweaks an ankle or something like that. Happened last year with Van Der Esch. Mm-hmm. And we were struggling towards the end of the year. So I think it kind of prepares you for that.
So you're thinking of him as more of a rotational guy versus actual starter, like being the guy, because I know that's the conversation, right? Because I see in the chat, like, he's old, he's washed. I'm like, Cowboys fans, y'all gotta learn to stop that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all say he's old and he's washed, and all of a sudden T.Y. Hilton is doing the T.Y. dance on Christmas, versus the Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Then you love him. But it's like, people are like, they don't want to stop the momentum from Damone Clark and also my guy Marquise Bell. So like, I don't want him to stunt their growth. But for me, I'm with you. I think we just need the depth at the linebacker position. I mean, hell, DMV, we were saying we needed depth at the linebacker position when we was covering the damn draft. You know what I'm saying?
No, we've been saying we've been saying depth at the linebacker position for about 5-6 years now, bro.
Right.
If anything, I think, all right, guys, we need to draft a linebacker coming up.
Right.
We need to draft a linebacker, like for real, like a real linebacker.
It's situational. The way I look at it like this, he 100% would be rotational, but I would trust Dan Quinn, although he's had his moments where he's maybe mad this year. I would trust him to put him in the position to win. I also think that, not having him feel like he has to be, like, he's not coming in to be a complete savior. When we brought Jason Peters in there last year, everybody was like he was washed, but Jason Peters apparently dropped some good knowledge on Tyler Smith. Some real good knowledge on him because he embraced his role. I'm not the player I once was, and I know Shaq is a little younger, but Shaq will be able to come in if he embraces the role properly. It's a win-win because it's things that Marquise Bell can learn from him. It's things that Damone Clark can learn from him. And if there's ever a situation where we just like, it's one of those games where it could be rare, like or Marquise might be a little too little. We may need to bump him out the will or something like that because he's definitely playing undersized, and we might need Shaq. That we need somebody who can definitely come downhill. You just never know. Situationally, it would be good to have him on the team. And what everybody need to realize, and I'll let you guys go, it's not just us that sees that he can be a help to the team. The team would not have brought him in, did this whole pomp and circumstance thing if they didn't think that they already had a role carved out for him. Right. Whether he wants to jump at that role is different. Like, he might be like, hey, man, ain't no rotational linebacker.
Right.
And then we probably let him go about his way. But if he can see Evans and how he's integrating himself and start realizing I can really be a help here, because sometimes when you say, I don't need you to give me 90%, I need you to give me 100%, 30% of the time, it's way different on certain players.
Right.
He might not be able to give you 100% for 100% of the game, but all right, this 30% of the game, I need 100% of Shaq Leonard and he might be able to play phenomenally for that 30%, and that's what I think we're looking for.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I think. I think a lot of people is like, can he become the 2021 Shaq Leonard? Maybe, but maybe he can, because I feel like, what we saw from the Colts, he just haven't been using them properly, but it's in him. You know what I'm saying? And what you got to understand, sometimes when you get talent, you just need 1 or 2 games. We just needed that one TY game. You know what I'm saying? And that thing can change the course of the season. But where you want to be is, and this is my biggest problem, y'all, when it comes to the Cowboys, is being reactive versus proactive. And what you want to do is listen, man, we are thin, because if something happens with Damone Clark or something happens with Bell, our linebackers go out the window. You know what I'm saying? Because we got stupid and let Harper walk. So why kind of run into that case? I know people are saying, okay, well, Tuck, we got Evans. I'd rather it be Shaq Leonard than Evans, if we're being completely honest about it. So it's why not go get him? Already have him in stash. And if you need him, he's there. If not, then it's perfectly fine. It's really no risk. It's a win-win situation.
If you don't get on the field, where we at right now, and Marquise Bell has blown me away. Let's just give him his flowers. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, give him his flowers. He's phenomenal. Damone Clark has been solid and growing. So it ain't that type of need. But you're right. We one twisted ankle away from freaking out.
Right.
That's why Martavis Bryant and everybody like, we gonna use him. I'm like, you know what? First of all, he made everybody tighten up, because they was like, all right, it's somebody behind you.
Yeah, right.
But 2, if somebody did twist the ankle, God forbid, we do have maybe a legitimate depth piece that can step in and just give us a little bit more, comfortability.
Right.
And that's all we want. We want to be insulated. Remember we played cornerback carousel last year, y'all?
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Oh yeah, with Trayvon Mullen and Xavier Rhodes, and you know what I'm saying?
I was out there for a minute.
They were trying to bring everybody in, you know what I'm saying? So why be in that situation? You know what I'm saying? So it's if you can go get Shaq Leonard, don't give him nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? I doubt he's asking for anything crazy, but that can be.
He already paid.
Yes, what I'm saying. He's already paid. So it can't be like he gonna, you know what I'm saying? He don't want no big mega deal. He's already good. If you can get him in-house, you definitely got to go do it. Now, I think Baldinger was on 105.3 The Fan earlier today, and he says that, from what he's hearing, that he's leaning towards the Dallas Cowboys. So, like I said, maybe Shaq gonna come out there next Sunday and do the coin flip. You know what I'm saying? Cowboys versus Eagles, winner take all. You know what I'm saying? But if the Cowboys can go get him, like DMV said, I'm doing this to keep him away from Philly, because that's the Achilles heel.
Can I be petty? Y'all know that's my
petty.
I was about to be petty, dog.
Petty Eddie.
We lose a lot of battles in the last couple of years as far as just in the media to that team.
Mm-hmm.
It gets frustrating. It gets a lot of the times the fan base gets up. We get a whole lot of we like our guys type situations, and it kind of deflates the fan base.
Right.
Yeah. This signing almost would have nothing to do with on the field immediately. Just the mere fact we knew it was versus them and we won would be dope. Now, if we lose, it might have an adverse effect.
Right.
But if he chooses the Cowboys, I think the Jones family and the front office brass really underestimate doing certain things for good morale throughout the team.
Right.
Some of it's just good morale. Signing Shaq Leonard is just them saying, we're going for it.
Right.
Even if the move ain't dope, it's nah, we throwing more coals on the fire, whatever you want to say it.
Right.
And it'll be we going for it. So that's why I would like it. You know what I'm saying? I just think that and of course I'm going to go crazy on Twitter. So,
Right. Sometimes you need some small wins, right? And like you said, Rome, and Micah Parsons already has Shaq Leonard's jersey on his podcast in the background. He strategically switched that, you know what I'm saying? So the players know what's up. And even though last year didn't work out with Odell, you kind of saw the players talking about it. And it was crazy, right? You saw so many players man, I want Odell. I mean, even Michael Gallup, you know what I'm saying? Even the wide receivers I want Odell, you know what I'm saying? So give them something, you know what I'm saying? Give them something for a little morale boost, like you're saying, bro. But it's them Joneses.
This time of year, little nuggets like that.
Yeah.
You like what's Shaq gonna do? You never know. What if Marquise look like he might be a little Florida? I don't know where Marquise from.
He from New Jersey. He from Jersey.
So he good in the cold. I was gonna say, because when we go up to Buffalo, it might be a different ball game. I don't know what's going on.
Nah,
I need somebody that's just ready for them type of elements, that type of. So certain players, you got to have certain players that's ready for certain different things.
Right, and just from the IQ standpoint, go ahead, DMV.
Yeah, I need some
you go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead. I'm
in the
petty.
Nah, you good.
I'm
Go
be
ahead.
petty.
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go petty.
Hey, look, dog. Hopefully Shaq is watching this, bro. I'm talking to you.
You never know what they be.
Hey, dog, hopefully you watching this. Do you want to be on a defense that's more like a family that got swag, or you want to go over there where they blame the linebackers for every damn thing?
You want to be on a defense that's top 3 and not 3 to me, or you want to be on a defense that's ranked 20th in points per game? That's real. That's not even like that's not a joke.
Their defense ain't got no swag. They ain't got no corners. They ain't got no safeties. They blame the linebackers for everything. The quarterback runs the ball 1,000,000 times. Like, dog, if you want to be here and be a linebacker and be a part of something great, join the Cowboys. I feel like I'm Suge Knight right now.
Suge Knight.
Hey, I put it like this: you ain't gonna be on a bigger stage.
Right.
Thursday night football, right? Sunday night football, game of the year, right?
Yeah, and
then after that, we got 2 game of the weeks back to back.
We got Christmas, right?
Buffalo. Huh?
It's Christmas.
Christmas is Miami.
Yeah, Miami, and then we got
4:00.
And it's the Sunday night. Is it Sunday night versus Detroit? Is that 3 o'clock?
Detroit is Monday night.
Monday
We're on
night.
the big stage for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Buffalo is a game. You know how they do the Sunday night, the Sunday game of the week.
Right.
Although they're gonna be 6 and 7, we'll talk about that when we get there because they about to lose to Kansas City, and then they're not gonna be a good win for us. Y'all know how that goes.
Right. Josh Allen isn't elite anymore.
No. Here you go. The Bills have given up, man. They 6 and 7. Your win don't count as much as our win over Buffalo.
Right.
Hey, Steph gonna snuff him before the year out.
Yeah. I think that's almost donezo, man. I think that relationship is almost donezo.
The only thing that's keeping that boy in Buffalo is that contract.
Yeah.
That contract is so diesel, nobody can trade for it because it's a lot.
Right.
If he would restructure that contract, he'd be gone tomorrow.
And here's the thing, man. It's like I know a lot of people think because these Bills fans, y'all, they got a price on my head on Instagram because they got a price. They got a price on my head on Instagram because of my Josh Allen meme, right? But what I'm trying to say is like, I ain't got a problem with Josh Allen. I think he's a good quarterback, but it's just like I hate how they give certain quarterbacks everything for doing nothing. But Dak has to fight and scrapping, you know what I'm saying? Just for, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's why I can't stand about it, bro.
I heard the craziest thing earlier. And it made so much sense to me. I had to wait for the show. They said, you know what they would call Dak if he was Jalen Hurts this year? The garbage time king.
Well,
because all of them stats accumulated is in the same time they said that Dak accumulated his garbage time stats. And I said,
oh, from behind.
Yeah.
I said, oh, it's called clutch.
He was
down.
It's clutch now.
Right. When the garbage time, when the Washington,
I thought it used to be called garbage time. It's called clutch. Oh, my fault.
Well, you know what's funny, right? Because I was just on Twitter, like, just
defining moment,
pulling up some receipt stuff, and I found an old tweet about me arguing with people who was talking about Dak's rushing touchdowns. How about those? You know what I'm saying? Like they were criticizing Dak his rookie year for his rushing touchdown. You know what I'm saying?
But now it's
wins. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Cam Newton somewhere tight. Cam Newton like.
Yeah. So exactly what it was. It was the Dak versus Wentz conversation. But Wentz was more of a pocket pass and a better thrower, and all Dak was doing was using his legs and dinking Dak and running for touch. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all these years later, it's just, you know, I get it, man. But it just is what it is.
Quarterback sneaks though, Tuck. Like, come on, dog. Like, quarterback sneaks are not the same. They don't hold the same weight as like you doing a read option or RPO when you running in, or if you running in like Michael Vick. Dog, they 1 yard. And you're behind the strongest center in the NFL.
I'm gonna say something crazy because I play sports, I play football, and they get nasty in the trenches.
Right.
They do.
I'm not saying you go at nobody's knees or nothing like that. But what my man did in the game last week in the Buffalo game, I like that because it got under their skin. When he jumped off the sides and hit everybody.
Right.
I said, you know what? You're gonna get the first anyway. I would make a mental game of it. I'm gonna jump off sides and hit y'all every time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just piss y'all off. If you complain, you're gonna get the first, but I'm gonna give you this 5 yards, but I'm gonna earn it.
Right.
And it would just get frustrating.
Right.
Yo, you're gonna get the first anyway, so I'm gonna make you earn it. And when you put your head down, I'm gonna jump off sides, and I would put a player in the game that gonna get kicked out.
Yeah.
Because I would make it I heard Jason Kelce talking about it was Bush League and all this extra stuff, and I was like, nah, people tired of that play.
Right.
So we gonna make you earn it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, salute to my guys from the UK, man. Like, you know, they watch rugby, and when we were out the game, you know, on Thanksgiving, they were showing me, like, bro, like they were showing me how to stop it. You know what I'm saying? And like, they were like, let's go. And I'm like, that it actually makes sense. It's about getting low leverage, and you need someone to push from behind with it. You know,
they won't. That's outlawed, Tuck. I looked that up last year. Defenders can't push defenders, bro.
That's wild. So why the hell can offensive players?
Look it up. I swear. Like, I know you're gonna research it.
Yeah.
Look it up.
I didn't know that. That's what I was thinking.
Like, that's what I would have been did. Get behind, let's get it popping.
Right. Right.
Because you're not allowed.
Right. Because like if you had Mozzie behind Hankins pushing him, like,
it's like you can't use a defender to jump over nobody. Defenders can't do nothing, but they can literally drag a person across the goal line.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, facts. I seen Dallas Goedert grab him by his belt and just pick him up like.
Bro, that's why I would be petty. Like, I know this sounds foul, but you gotta make them second guess some things.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't saying go in nobody's knees, but y'all play football. Let's
not.
Hey, Cam the center, dog. Just knock Jason Kelce on his ass. He the MVP anyway.
Right.
He act like you ain't been on the bottom of a pile.
Yeah.
And it get crazy down there.
Facts.
Dallas Goedert would be pulling him. I would run full strength into his ribs. Okay, you want to be defenseless? You want to pull on somebody? You might want to watch your back.
Yeah. See, I didn't know. I didn't know you couldn't push. I know that sounds petty,
but at the end of the day, bro, they tell me that they come up to the line and they talking wild spicy, like, you ain't gonna be able to stop it. That's
right.
Cool. You ain't gonna be able to stop these fractured ribs.
The nose guard should knock Kelce on his ass and take Jalen with him.
Yep. Yeah.
You know how they come off the line and he basically goes head first into the dirt?
Yeah, because he's cutting out your legs.
Go first.
I'd have jumped on his back with my cleats. Like, you would have been like, yo, that ain't even football. We'll stop doing it.
Right. You know
I know that sounds petty. I'm just saying at some point, I know my pride would have kicked in. You ain't gonna come to the line telling me, talking to me like I can't do nothing. I would just get penalty.
Right. All right. So let's pivot, man, because you know I'm like F that team, bro. We'll deal with them next week. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a damn about them, honestly. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this, right? We're talking about Dak Prescott, and Aaron Rodgers had some comments to talk about Dak Prescott. You know, people who play the game, people who know the game, coached it, you know what I'm saying? They have glowing reviews about Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the things that some people say, I kind of take with a grain of salt. But for those who missed it, let's go ahead and play the comments that Aaron Rodgers, who the boogeyman, like, you know what I'm saying? We got two boogeymans. We buried one last year in Tom Brady, and Aaron Rodgers, like, I don't like him. But he has some good comments to say about Dak. So let's go ahead and get to it.
And I just want to say, like, he's playing a position in a really impressive way. And for whatever reason, maybe because he's the Cowboys quarterback and it's one of those premier positions in sports, like I feel like the Green Bay quarterback has been for a long time, and some other, you know, positions in various sports, he might take a little more shit than he deserves, or maybe it's deserving of the position, I guess. But I love the way he's playing, and I love the way he's playing, like really playing. I'm not talking about just like, making good throws. I'm talking about, like, it seems more rare that guys are actually really playing a position where you're making adjustments. You're handling everything line of scrimmage. Now you're doing this crazy cadence stuff. Like, I love it. And I just want to shout out Dak for, like, really impressing me multiple times.
Hey, baby, Dak, he doesn't hear that?
Yeah, about damn time. What LeBron said, about damn time, man. You get some credit for Dak Prescott. And crazy, it came from Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Who possibly coming back to play? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the craziest story in sports if this man comes back for a torn Achilles and he's back playing football. But we'll talk about that later, man. But go ahead, Rome, because I know you was kind of like about damn time. What's your thoughts when you heard that conversation with A-Rod?
They wanted to make jokes about the cadence.
Right.
You know, their show sometimes is tongue in cheek, and you know, and shout out to Pat McAfee and them. I do like their show because it's a little bit more.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I have never watched this show like ever once.
Nah, they have moments where they talk candidly, and I like that. It's more candid.
Mm-hmm.
But when he was like, you know, the here we go cadence, and how you feel about that? That's different. Aaron Rodgers he said, well, I mean, we could talk about that, but let me just say this. And I it was very unprovoked. It was like, yo, I've been watching him this year. And it's one of those things, like, it's almost like he sounded like, well, I never paid attention to how good he is.
Right.
Like I just kind of, it almost was like when a person that's hated Dak Prescott finally just stops being biased and just let me look at, yo, he can ball.
Right.
Because I know that happens to people all the time, and I think Aaron Rodgers is like, yo, not only is he's speaking from first person perspective. He's saying, yo, I used to run that offense. Because if you listen to the interview, he's saying, yo, I used to do that. He moving CD around and he bringing protection over. He like, yo, he running it like me. So I think that's what kind of caught his eye. Like, yo, he's way better than I ever gave him credit. And that's why I took it as like, yo, he ain't really want to. He probably didn't want to give props. He just like, I can't help it. He's running it like me.
He definitely didn't want to, but I think it was a way of making amends. Him and Mike McCarthy too, because you know it ended up sour there. Yeah, so
that's smart.
Giving Dak props is giving Mike McCarthy props, but without saying like, yeah, Mike is working with this kid. He's like, you know what I'm saying? Damn. CD ran that just like my guys used to run.
Hey, look, he missed Mike McCarthy a little bit.
Baby, come back.
He missed Mike a little bit. Like,
baby, come back. You know,
he got that Wolverine picture like this.
Yeah, he got the Mike McCarthy picture at home.
You know what I'm saying? But what's funny, right? Because I posted on Twitter the other day. It was like like the fading picture, right? With Dak turning to Aaron Rodgers, and it's like I kind of feel that with Dak. You know what I'm saying? Under Mike McCarthy, and we're gonna talk about that here in a second. Bro. But it's like. I feel like when you see Dak play, he's in full command, and we've seen it. You know what I'm saying? We seen kind of in the press conferences. It's a little bit more spicier when it comes to Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? He kind of got that chip on his shoulder, and I really think it's finally of Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott being like this. Last year, y'all, there is no chance in hell, Cowboys Nation, that Dak Prescott would be blowing out a team last year on Thanksgiving and eating a turkey leg on the bench. Like that's an ultimate sign of disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to check when I was at the game. I was like, are they eating? Like, are they eating?
It looked good too.
You know what I'm saying?
It was salt pepper.
It wasn't like a fake. It wasn't like a fake bite. Like they were literally eating on the sidelines. Like we packed these boys up and we gonna eat and feast. Like I love it because it's like it changes the culture. It changes the culture when it comes to the Cowboys.
I knew something was different. Tell me this callback don't hit. It was something different since that preseason game when he let Dak call that game.
Right.
It was like, yo, I trust you. And it's a different trust. Like, I feel like, although Kellen rocked with Dak, he was like, now this is my baby.
Right.
I fully feel like Dak is calling some of those plays.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a trust thing. It's not a shut up Mike thing. It's like, Mike is like, yo, what you think here? I feel like they communicating. I feel like they on the same page.
Right.
Like even you saw the sounds from the sideline.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. Yeah, so yeah, bro. That like there was a lot of stuff going on with sounds from the sidelines, right? But when Brandon Cook said, "Listen, I saw this play. I went to my wide receiver coach. Like we should put this in." He took it to Mike McCarthy, and Mike McCarthy was like, "Yeah, okay, let's do it." And he called it in the game, and we scored, bruh. That Cowboys Nation, that's special. That's something we haven't seen. If that was Kellen Moore,
he had that in years.
Yeah, nah, that would have never happened. You know, it would be like, okay, yeah, that's a good play. Well, what kind
of Linehan?
Nah,
not
with Kellen. And so I love what we're seeing, y'all, because Mike McCarthy is letting his players thrive in the offense. Now, I love the most part about Mike McCarthy is that Mike sat back after that 49ers game and said, nah, bro, this Texaco stuff ain't working. You got it, Dak. You go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take you off the leash. You in full command. We're going to get we're seeing catches from Jalen Brooks. We're seeing a catch from Jalen Tolbert, Kevontae Turpin, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Brandon Cooks. Like, everybody is getting a piece in this offense. And last year, we couldn't even get 2 wide receivers off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is a question for you and DMV.
Yeah.
Okay.
How y'all feel about the fact that, and shout out to Sky. Y'all, everybody knew. You better know who Sky.
My guy, yeah. Shoot to my guy, man. Sky Walker, 80. Suits a Vouch too.
Y'all know Sky. Sky and Vouch. The way that he did the breakdown on this show, because I watch everybody's stuff. I'm a fan too. And he was talking about the fact that we went from lowest in the league in motion to now we're literally right below San Francisco's second in motion. Like we above the Rams, and y'all know how Sean McVay get down.
Right.
So I love the evolution of our offense where Mike was like, all right, this ain't working. Not only did he say this ain't working, I'm about to go steal.
Right.
And he
stole it. He stole it. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember I made the film breakdown on the offense, right? Like the Cowboys offense versus San Fran. And is it fixable? Of course, everyone in the comments, no, it's broken.
No ID 3.0,
it's
bro.
broken. It's broken.
You need to do video.
Yeah, when I dropped that video, everyone's, it's broken. It ain't fixable. The red zone, we suck. You know what I'm saying? And Mike McCarthy sat back and said, you know what? Oh, they run these speed motions out in Miami. Yep, I'm going to take that. We're going to do a little bit more bunch formation. I'm going to take that.
Yo,
quads.
I know y'all see that toss trap we started doing.
The San Francisco. The pin and pull.
Stuff. I like that though. Take it.
Yeah, still their homework. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like
we
okay.
From what was it? A power run scheme to zone, right?
Yeah.
Like lately, like and it's completely, our running game was looking reinvigorated. I like that we ain't like what I want to say. Stubborn, like we're not just like too stuck in our ways, too prideful to be like, nah, my system's gonna work. Like, nah, switch it up.
Right.
Yeah. Wrong. We was talking about this. We were talking about Mike McCarthy, like we in the green room, like this is the stuff that people don't get to see.
Right.
And the thing that I like about him versus Kellen is that you could tell he watching other people's freaking tape.
Right.
It doesn't seem like Kellen when he was game planning that he was game planning based off of what. Yeah.
Right.
He Mike was Lombardi, like, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say Mike Lombardi got me and Tuck talked about this way back earlier. This is like March when we was mad about free agency a little bit. Yeah. But Mike Lombardi said he used to call Kellen Moore joystick because he's like he called plays like it's a video game.
Right.
He don't build on nothing. He just be like, this play look good. Like,
yeah,
and it's funny.
Salute to my bro Dak Attack, man. He said Kellen was playing Madden. He was playing Madden. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna run
like
this.
No joke, like seriously.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know me, I'm learning the X's and O's part is a beautiful marriage just to learn more every day, little tidbits. But to watch, like when I see, especially when you married the film with the talk, and you see like you take a Tyreek Hill play and you say, okay, look at this jet like the way he motions in, and you like, okay, now watch Dallas basically steal it, and then I'm seeing Brandon Cooks do it. I'm like, this is all. It's almost like this is all I ever wanted. I just wanted my team to evolve during the year. And not do the same things all year. Just a little evolution, like the fact that someone tapped him on the shoulder and said, man, stop practicing Tyron Smith, bro.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's working. Like, just stop practicing.
Now remember, I got criticized on Twitter for saying, listen, we should put you know what I'm saying? We should put Tyron on the show and rest him, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like, and Mike McCarthy said, nah, Tuck, it's actually a good idea. You done with practice, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just
because he's gonna stay in shape.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a veteran.
No unnecessary battles in the trenches.
Yeah, he don't talking about practice, man. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about practice, not for Tyron. So, like I said, I like that Mike McCarthy's adjusting, y'all, because it's like,
I need to start resting Zach, but
man, I mean, you know, Zach, you know what I'm saying, the sounds for sideline, he told that, man, I was waiting for you to get me up out the fourth quarter, like, Zach, you know what I'm saying? Like it's become a thing in Dallas.
Getting up there in the age too. Like we need to start being smart with our veterans.
I mean, we just paid him, so he gonna have to play a few more games. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Zach gotta last a little bit longer because we just paid him. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. We'll rest Tyron, but nah, Zach, you gotta say a little bit, man. But
I'm with you on that.
But DMV, yeah, we was talking in the green room about the difference between the culture with Kellen and Mike, bro. So a lot of people earlier on, I still got the receipts, but don't worry, y'all. Tuck's gonna spare y'all because it was that Mike McCarthy was a lame duck coach. You know, we should have never got rid of Kellen. Look what they're doing out there in LA, and then the whole Mike McCarthy Kellen Bowl happened, and you ain't heard nothing since. You know what I'm saying? Bro, but like, what is the biggest difference that you're seeing on film? Like, we meant to talk about the motions and everything, but what are you seeing on film from, you know, earlier Mike McCarthy, but also from Kellen's offense last year to what we're seeing right now?
I think what I see is like flow. You know the group flowetry. Like, it seems like the offensive game plan has a flow to it. You know what I'm saying? Like the play action game, the script, everything looks like it's done with a purpose. Like, if they're gonna give you a motion look here, they're doing that because they're setting something up off of it. Kellen would do something and then go away from it. You know what I'm saying? Those are some of the differences right there. But I think really the script matches the opponent. You saw early on in the game last week, Dak's first, I think, 2 throws were vertical and down the field. Because why? Washington sucks vertically.
Right.
So he knew that from the tape, and we attacked it right away. Did we hit those? No. But I think they went back to the sideline and said, all right, man, we might be in trouble today.
Right.
We might be in trouble today.
Marry that with this week.
Right.
Marry that. Let's talk a little Seattle.
Yeah, we'll get to Seattle here in a minute. Yeah, there's gonna be some more opportunity. But like, yeah, I think that we are actually scheming for our opponent, and that's my biggest knock with that no identity offense. We never just knew what do we do well. We see a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's like, hey, I know we trying to get Tony Pollard and Rico involved, but hey, we are passing attack. This offense goes to Dak Prescott.
Man, I can't wait to see San Francisco again. Yeah. I don't know why we didn't do it last time.
So that is my frustrating part, man. And maybe Mike McCarthy's
It's part of the process.
Subscribe.
It's part of the process.
Maybe Mike's.
We had to go through it.
Yeah,
we had to go through it in order to figure out what we sucked at,
right,
and to build on it. Like at that time, we were going at Michael Gallup, and I think he had 10 targets that day.
He had like 12 targets. That
game. They were trying to get him involved, and it wasn't there, and it was all just like 50-50 jump balls. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I made the video that week of how to beat them deep, because when you watch the 49ers defense, I watched what the Rams was able to do. So I was like, deep crossers, like it's going to be there. Now, Mike McCarthy came out and said they played more man because they were cover 3 heavily before they played us. They switched to man, and he said we didn't have no adjustments for it. But Mike McCarthy said, nah, next time I got a trick for that. You play as man getting smoked. Yeah.
And they don't have high no more.
See what happened.
No disrespect. I mean, speedy recovery.
Right.
I know he tore his ACL, I believe. But I'm just saying, you attack weaknesses.
Right.
But Hufanga off the field, they even more susceptible to deep plays.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
We're going to see, look, we're going to see, I ain't going to talk about them too much, but we're going to see this weekend, because they 100% the Eagles is going to try to attack them deep.
Oh, yeah, easily. I mean, that was their weakest point. I mean, I was saying it like, bro, they secondary is soft. You know what I'm saying? But we just couldn't protect. We just couldn't give them the opportunities. And, we ultimately paid the price. But it probably won't be that way if we play that again. So let's go ahead and get to Seattle, man, because they've been tossing around this word. You know what I'm saying? You know how Cowboys fans are tossing around this word. Is tomorrow a trap game, y'all?
No.
Trap game.
It's the biggest game of the year, bro. It's the biggest game of the year.
So go in a little bit more on that. Why do you think it's the biggest game of the year?
I think it's the biggest game of the year because we set the tone for the game on Sunday with the Eagles and San Fran. We win this game. Now we have a couple days to not only get our bodies fresher, we got a couple more days to sit with the film of Philadelphia and see what they do for San Francisco. They can't really go out and not show their best stuff against San Francisco, because San Francisco has a lot to be playing for. They're trying to play for the number 1 seed, and they want their get back too. So Philadelphia not only scratch and clawed against Buffalo and scratch and clawed the week before that and scratch and clawed against us, like eventually the well gonna come dry on some of the things that they want to do. Will be a little bit fresher. They got to come to us. We're playing at home very, very well right now. So I think it's the biggest game because we have to take care of business. And if we take care of business, we know what's on the other end of that.
Go ahead, Ron.
All right, thanks, Tuck. And I agree with you, DMV. I look at it like this, and I was saying this in my video earlier. It's the most important game of the year, not because before the season it wouldn't have been, but right now, because of this stupid narrative that's rolling around, and this whole you gotta play good versus a winning team. And I know they barely winning. They're 6-5.
Right.
But hear me out. I want to see our players come out loose and focused. I don't want to see what I saw in San Francisco. This is how I'm going to see if we've evolved. When very important games were showed up this year, I saw one game where we were super tight, and I ain't gonna lie, in Philly, we ain't look tight.
Right.
We look loose. We look like, and I think that's sometimes it's the familiarity. I can't say words tonight.
Right.
It's one of those things where it's like we play Philly so much, it's like it's Philly. We ain't afraid to go there. We go there every year.
Right.
But Seattle's not played every year. It's one of those things where it's national audience and they know everybody watching and everybody's watching with this whole thing. Well, it's a good team, so show us something, Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
I can always tell when we playing tight because the play call will be like Tony up the middle two times.
Right, yeah. Right.
And then it's 3rd and 8 and it's an incomplete. I need to just see a loose feel to our team defensively and offensively.
Yeah.
We look tight when we played Arizona too.
Right.
We looked kind of just disjointed, and we weren't really playing the run right. It was just stupid. So I'm looking at demeanor tomorrow. Because we're more talented. Seattle is talented, but we're more talented. We have more players than them.
Right.
And although they're going to be trying to get the run established with Walker and everything like that, I'm just looking at it like this. I'm looking at it like, let's see how loose, and mainly the offense, not even the defense. How loose do they feel? Or is that swagger and that confidence that we built up over the weeks, was it fool's gold? Or is it like, nah, we moving different. You got to stop us. Right. I think that's what we're going to get tomorrow, but I'm curious to see it.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Rome. That's where we're going to see, okay, we punched on a few teams, but is this really your identity? So now do you tense up on 4th and 1 and not go for it anymore? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you changing? Or now you're not going to take your deep shots a little bit more because you're going against, I know Devin Witherspoon and those types of guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
they legit though.
Yeah, they got talent. I mean, they're young and loaded with talent. Like I think the Seattle team, I mean, honestly, if we're keeping a buck, they could be a scary team in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? They're just very young right now.
Lost their way a little bit.
Yeah. So I mean, eventually, because you got DK Metcalf, you got Tyler Lockett, you got Walker, you got Zach Charbonnet from UCLA, who a lot of us is high on.
I like him too.
Yeah, I like him too, man. And
Kenneth Walker is doubtful, by the way, guys.
Yeah, I think he's doubtful, but I think that's going to be Charbonnet. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be a power runner, but I think, I'm trying to think. So I was trying to follow some Seahawks people. I think they're leaning for Walker actually to be out, so you might get a lot of Zach.
Because it's a short week,
right?
Did he play last week?
No, he didn't.
Okay, maybe it's just like they want to give him. They'll give him an extra 10 days to get right.
Yeah,
and I get it.
Yeah,
I ain't mad because Kenneth Walker can ball.
Well, honestly, they don't even run the ball that much. You know what I'm saying? So they're air attacks. So they like to air it out with Geno Smith. I mean, Geno Smith has set a few records when it comes to Seattle. So it's like they're gonna want to air it out a little bit, but that's where we can get pressure. And I feel like our defensive line can go out there and get pressure. Yeah, you got to get pressure. You got to go out there and get pressure. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity, man. I feel like, Deron Bland, the man, you know what I'm saying, is going to get some opportunity. I feel like this is a big game for our defensive front to go out there and get pressure. Offensively, man, I posted the stats.
It's a lamb game, bro.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because I posted the stats on Twitter, right? They rush with a 4-man rush. I think it's like 78% of the time, right? So they try to get their pressure with 4 and drop in the cover 3 zone. I think it's like 68% they play cover 3, something like that. So it's like what they're going to try to do, y'all. They're going to try to rush 4 and drop 7. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be opportunities. They're going to try to keep everything underneath.
They're more zone or man, Tuck?
They're more zone. They're more of a zone team.
Yeah.
The cover 3. I mean, that's where the Dan Quinn cover 3 kind of came from. They kind of still kept it in house. You know what I'm saying?
But like. We kind of looking good against. Well, we look good against both. But
yeah, I mean, so the cover 3.
Excited about that. All right.
Yeah. So the cover 3. I mean, that's the Ferguson. That's the seam.
I was about to say it could be a Berg. Yeah,
it could be a Ferg.
Y'all know Dak with the LeBron that seam pass.
Yeah. I mean that seam he threw versus the Commanders was filthy. You know what I'm saying? Backed up in the end zone. I was like, yeah. So Dak is
the other one he almost caught?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
I'm calling it now. We're gonna start calling that the Dak heat check. When he throw that's his heat check.
That seam? Yeah. When he throws that seam, man, like he's checking that seam. So there's gonna be a lot of opportunities. And I feel like the Dallas Cowboys offensively, they can still take advantage. But like you said, Rome, don't tense up. You know what I'm saying? Don't tense up now.
It's gonna kind of piss me off. I'm gonna have to call it out after the game.
Right. If we get conservative and it's 3rd and 4.
I don't think we are, bro. I think at home and the crowd has gotten a little bit better than it has been. I know I'm at home. You're there.
Yeah.
You can tell me about it. You ain't gonna be there tomorrow.
No, I can't, man.
It just hit me.
Nah,
what you doing in the studio?
No, I was gonna be there, man. But you know what I'm saying? You got to make sacrifices. And my wife right now, she's getting an award in San Diego, so she's been awarded for her job. So I'll let her go out there and be celebrated, and I'm here with the kids, man. But she need to get back. You know what I'm saying? She need to get back.
Now we look. Hey y'all, everybody, we gonna all be.
And that's what I'm saying. It's not a trap game for the players. It's a trap game for us, bro. Because I'm so ready for next weekend, y'all. Like I'm dinner already packed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be so many people. DMV is gonna be in the building. Rome's gonna be in the building. My guy Mike Tagg is gonna be in the building. West Coast is gonna be in the building. Okoye is gonna be in the building. I'm gonna be in the building. Like we are planning something big with this Des Bryant tailgate.
Saturday night when I get out there,
you know what I'm saying? Like
we gotta keep it light, bro. We can't go.
No. We got because it's a night game. Yeah, it's a night game. It's a night game. So what I'm saying, like for us, for me, it's a trap game. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm already thinking about next week. I've already got outfits lined up. You know what I'm saying? All sorts of stuff. It's like for
I
me,
say something that's beautiful though.
go out and win tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Go out and win tomorrow, man.
I don't think that I really genuinely think we did have a cockiness to us the first couple of weeks. That Arizona game did us so good.
Yeah.
And that San Francisco game, like when I heard, I don't know who was saying it, that like the players were saying a couple of weeks ago, remember Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
That was before the little 3 teams we blew out, the New York Panthers and the Commanders.
Right.
Like the players that literally been saying, remember Arizona, like they learning lessons.
Mm-hmm.
This whole like the Xavier Woods era, no disrespect, sorry Xavier if you watch, but right. The era of just like the nonchalant, I'm a Cowboy, I don't take things as serious. I think that's gone. I think there's some genuine, like Dak is old now, like as far as, and you know, I don't think he gets to overlook anything.
Right.
I think we taking tomorrow very seriously.
Right. Oh yeah, they are. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I don't think Arizona, y'all, was a trap game. I think we had 3 missing offensive linemen, and then Trayvon Diggs just went down on Friday. Like you lost kind of your gut. You know what I'm saying? Like it just hit you a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these players are human. Of course, you got to play through it. But no 3 offensive linemen missing. You lost your secondary players.
We played way too tight though.
Yeah, they played up tight because they won it for trade. You know what I'm saying? Like
we thought we was. I keep telling people this. I say San Fran, we went into that game like we was genuinely about to get in a fist fight.
Right.
Like we weren't trying to play football. We was trying to fight.
Right.
So X's and O's went out the window. We weren't paying attention. Like I could tell. Like we was all the tackles. They wanted to throw a little extra into it.
Right. Yeah.
Like, yo, you're not playing football.
We was just revved up because there's a punch up game. It's like I always say the punch up game, right? San Francisco was our punch up game. Like that's the team that you focus on all off season because they punch you in the mouth and you ready for that game, right? So for Philly, it was versus Kansas City. That was their punch up game. Sunday is going to be the 49ers punch up game where they're going to be looking out to get blood. You know what I'm saying? So when you have those types of games in DMV, we talked about it. Now, I will say this. The last time we linked, our team ain't played well when we did a show last because before the San Fran game. So you got to be a little bit better. But we talked about that. They were too emotionally invested into that game where they were, you know what I'm saying, the J-Ron standing over players and pushing and shoving. And, you know what I'm saying, they wanted it too bad.
He was ready for a fist fight.
Right. So now just go out there, handle business, play Cowboys football, and we'll be perfectly fine. And I think that just has to be the mentality of this team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of compare these next, like, 5 games. It's like, if you watch college basketball, it's like the conference tournament, you know what I'm saying, before the real tournament starts. And what I've been trying to say, Cowboys Nation, the good thing about it, we are going to see everything that we need to see before we get to the playoffs. You see what I'm saying? Like, we gonna have to deal with the real speed on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Like the Devon A chain and the, you know what I'm saying, like the real Dolphin speed. So you're gonna be tested with speed. You're gonna be tested with power. You're gonna see the run game of Philly. You're gonna get the tough grittiness of Detroit. Like we are going to be battle tested by the time we get to the playoffs. We shouldn't be surprised by anything. You know what I'm saying?
2 years ago, our hardest game at the end of the year was Arizona.
Yeah.
You remember how that ended. It was very frustrating.
Right.
Last year, our hardest game was Philly, and then I think we ended with like Titans. It was like 3 corny games in a row. Who was it last year?
Yeah. So we had Titans, Colts.
Well, I know Washington was the last one.
Washington that we lost.
And I think we played like the Texans at some point. Like the year ended gentle.
Right.
So it was like
it was gentle. Remember, it was gentle, but we was getting punched in the mouth those games and turned it on in all 3.
Playing around.
Because Josh Dobbs almost got us last year too. You know what I'm saying?
Playing with our food.
Yeah, we were playing with our food, and you know what I'm saying? Like we had the Titans game, we had the Colts game, and then remember the Houston Texans was playing like we stole money or something. They was out there for blood. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
but that's what we gonna get at the end of the year. We got Detroit. We got actual teams we might see in the playoffs somehow.
Right.
So I like that. Let's get battle tested. Let's get, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like whatever it may be, and let's bring this full circle. That's why you bring on a Shaq Leonard.
Right.
Because we about to be playing way more physical, and unfortunately sometimes when you play more physical, some people might get nicked up.
Right.
You need to have reinforcements.
Mm-hmm.
So all this stuff makes sense. It's a reason why the Cowboys is like, nah, we might need one more linebacker because we're trying to insulate.
Right.
So that's all.
Yeah. So we'll know. You know what I'm saying? And that's the good thing. We'll know and we'll be able to adjust as we get prepared for playoffs. So if we go out there and like, damn, man, we got cooked. You know what I'm saying? Versus the Dolphins, that speed was way too much for us. Now we got to make the adjustment to accommodate for that speed. You know what I'm saying? Or if we played Philly and Philly ran the ball down our throat, you know what I'm saying? So we can make those adjustments. I feel like what you said, Rome, in 2021, we got to the playoffs versus 49ers. Everybody was afraid, and rightfully so, because like we ain't played no tough teams, and everyone kept saying San Fran is tough. They hard nosed, they gritty, and we ain't seen nothing like that. You know,
they brought that boom box through. It was over.
Yeah, like bro, they brought it to our stadium. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh damn, they hitting this hard. God damn, they got linebackers. they got linebackers that can run wide receivers.
We said, oh, they regular. We played better. That's what made me mad. It's like we settled down.
Right.
Hey, real quick, y'all. Everybody that's watching on all 3 channels, do me a favor. I always do this when I'm doing live by myself. Y'all hit the like button for me.
Yeah. Let's take a little like break, share break.
Subscribe to everybody's channel. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asking nobody to do no super chats or nothing like that. But the subscribes and the likes are really helpful. We appreciate everybody. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, and I'll say a thing for my channel we'll get to the super chats because we got so many coming in.
I can't see them on my end.
Okay, I'm not sure we can read them all. But for the super chats that's coming in on my channel for CFO fam, I will be donating all the super chats to my guy Pesta Analyst. He's a New York Giants guy who's been on our channel numerous times. Unfortunately, he just passed away from cancer. His wife was a huge Cowboys fan, so they were supposed to come to New York, but he was having some complications. So rest in peace to Pest. So all the donations that we get today and just for the rest of the month, hell, we're gonna donate that to his family, and then I'm gonna match our donations as well. So but it's hard to when we got these links connect to all different channels, we just get stuff coming all in, so it's hard to catch them.
Not reading them on the fly.
Yeah,
it's a little bit different when everybody connected, but just know that we appreciate y'all.
Appreciate each and every one of y'all.
What you said, Tuck, man. Rest in peace to Pest. Very, very jarring news. Rest in peace to a lot of people that was lost recently.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just blessings out to the people because it's rough, especially this time of year.
Right, especially around the holidays. Facts. But yeah, we're getting back to it, man. I feel like we're going to be prepared for the playoffs, and this is going to be the first game to get us prepared. It's going to be tough. Right. It's going to be gritty. You know what I'm saying? Witherspoon, you know what I'm saying? He be hitting. You know what I'm saying? We covered the draft. We like the kid a lot. He can go out there. He's going to be hit. It's going to be gritty. They got Bobby Wagner. They got some guys out there that can get pressure. Boye Mafi. You know what I'm saying? So they got some talent, y'all.
They got Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Yeah, Michael Jackson. They also got my guy.
The old Cowboy.
Yeah, he also got my guy Derek Hall out there.
That's like food.
Oh yeah.
They on a 2-game skid. They like, yo, if we beat the Cowboys on national TV, we can get our momentum back.
Right.
They think that we sweet.
Yeah.
And that's cool. They're gonna be sadly mistaken, but people got to start realizing. Dak said this the other day in an interview where people don't be paying attention to the small little nuggets that's dropped. He said, we might not have been playing the best competition the last couple of weeks, but I guarantee you that when we play any of these teams, we're getting their best shot.
Right.
Because we're still the Cowboys.
Right.
And a win versus the Cowboys can change your life. A catch versus the Cowboys, ask Odell, can change your life.
Ask Sam Howell. Sam Howell got a whole starting quarterback job just because he beat the Cowboys last year.
We might have put him back in his place.
They said okay. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that the Cowboys finally understand that. Like we're not gonna get the same Seattle teams that some of these other teams got, like the Ravens got. Yeah, they're gonna be lights out. They're gonna come out there geeked up. They're gonna be on.
DK want to make a stick because DK been having a down year.
Right.
He make a big catch versus us. Everybody gonna say, I forgot about DK.
DK
not on my
DK back.
Yeah, DK back. I told y'all he was top 5. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not on my time. No.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. So I think it's good that the Cowboys understand that. Like, listen, man, you can't take nothing for granted right now. And I know a lot of Cowboys fans and conversation got mad at me, you know what I'm saying? But if you are wanting to make that push for the number 1 seed or win a division, you can't let no games fall through your cracks. So that Cardinals game right now is already costing us. So we can't let no more games kind of fall through the cracks. You got to be locked in playoff mode right now.
I'll give our rivals one thing. They have successfully made it to where we ain't been able to rest in almost 2 years.
Right.
You got to stay on it. And I love that. We've
also made it where they can't rest either. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's reversed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because even last year, we was on their heels. We were on their heels. You know what I'm saying? Because
Philly Mike posted something that kind of made me mad a little bit, but it is what it is. He posted something that last year that said, Eagles 10-1, Cowboys 8-3. And I was like, we had the exact same records last year. Now Washington and New York ain't looking the same.
Right.
Last year at this exact time, we was 8-3 and they was 10-1. And I was like, are you serious? Like, it's the same thing.
Mm.
So it is, but the difference was last year. This is why you learn your lessons. Last year we played with our food in Jacksonville.
Right. Green Bay.
But Jacksonville was the game that we could have, when they came to see us,
right.
Jacksonville, it would have been the swing game.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if San Fran, let's just say do us a favor, because I hate both of y'all.
Right.
Let's say they drop a game. Let's just say the swing game can be in Dallas. Now we got a harder in schedule.
Yeah, because they got that Giants sandwich at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Look, you know what I love about that though, Tuck?
Tommy DeVito.
They're gonna be like us last year. They're gonna be like us last year.
I love it. Go into the playoffs playing cupcakes for a month.
Right.
Get laxed.
Right.
And I want us to be going to the playoffs off the
with
grind.
blood in our mouth.
It's so different.
Right.
I've seen the Cowboys off a lax schedule at the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want us to be like battle tested.
Y'all remember when we beat Philly in 2021 and was laughing and blew out their third stringers, you know what I'm saying? Feeling good. Thought our offense bounced back, and 49ers said, I'll be damned. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, y'all ain't ready.
That's my point. Let's go ahead and let them play DeVito, and Kyler might sneak up one on them. But my point is, like, play lackadaisical for 3 weeks, and then take a week off. You ain't gonna play no real football for a month.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna play a buzzsaw, and it might be us.
Yeah.
But knowing them, though, dog, they've been playing everybody tough. They play everybody like that.
They might mess around and lose.
Yeah, I mean, cause Sam Howell almost got him up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
If DeVito get them, they go.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Anyway, I'm gonna go back to what Tuck said. We not giving them much energy.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah, next week.
But I'm just saying, if we do like last year, I want to say we learned our lesson. Last year, this game right here, I feel like would have been the Jacksonville game.
Mm-hmm.
And although it was close the way we lost, at one point in that game, we was dominating.
Yeah.
And I feel like this game is the same thing. Like, it's not that the Seahawks are a bad team.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like on our A game, they ain't on our A game.
Nah.
And I'll just be 100% with you. You want to say, like, what's the real big difference? Our quarterback it's not even fairly close. No disrespect to Geno Smith. He's serviceable. But Dak Prescott, the way he playing now, it's not fair. That's why we gonna dominate tomorrow. Y'all gonna see it though.
Yeah.
I'm beating my chest right now because I've been on my.
They gonna feel bad for Geno. Geno gonna get beat up. Geno might not finish the game, dog. He can get beat up.
He already kind of limping into the game, and I ain't trying to hurt nobody.
See their O-line? You see their O-line, bro?
Yeah, their offensive line, man.
They got Jason Peters over there.
Yeah.
Not the line, but
yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be some opportunity, man.
You got Jason Peters,
all right. Let me ask y'all this. If Tuck, you got questions?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, because I always do this when I'm live, but I never get a chance to ask my brothers. Well, let's do a little baby stat prediction. Let's do Micah. What y'all think for Micah? And I know y'all ain't gonna give me nothing crazy. Y'all gonna say like 5 sacks, but like, what y'all think?
2 sacks.
Yeah,
I got.
He get 2 up out of there. I think he get 2 up out of Seattle.
I got. I want to go with 2, but I also want to go with 3 because
he can either eat or other people gonna eat.
Here's how I feel like he might have 2 to 3, right? Because I think the article about all the holdings on him is going to get up, you know what I'm saying, the food chain. And I think it's going to get a little bit loud where the rest might be actually watching that. And he was he should have had 3 sacks last week. You know what I'm saying? He was after it. So I'm going to go 2.
It's either they're going to call holds and destroy their drives.
Right.
Or they're going to not hold and he going to kill somebody.
Right.
And I hate to say it like that, but if he doesn't get held, Micah's getting to the quarterback.
Right.
The only reason they keeping him from the quarterback is they just straight put him in a headlock.
Right. Yeah, I think they're gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? Because Michael Gelkin, that's national media. You know what I'm saying? It's not me writing an article. That's like big media. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna be all right. All the holding calls that have been missed on Micah, something's got to change.
Quinn made a point to speak. Like, it's kind of like a subtle. Hey y'all. All right now.
Right.
We try not to complain, but we complain. Stop.
Right.
And I feel him, yo. He ain't got a holding goal like a month and a half.
Yeah.
Like it's something retarded.
Yeah, like not like one.
That's
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Like it's been something dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like not one holding
And
call.
he been racking them up even with them.
Right.
He been racking them up, dog. That shit crazy.
Yeah.
And a lot of them been on the interior, low key. Haven't even been off the edge. It's been like him doing stunts.
Let me ask y'all this about Micah. Do y'all think that he can still has an opportunity to make a case for Defensive Player of the Year, or is it?
I think we headed towards the I think we're heading for the first co-defensive player of the year in a while.
Oh, that would be dope.
You know what? You know what really helps Micah? And this sounds messed up, but Miles hurt.
Yeah.
Miles hurt, and it gives Micah a chance. I feel like Micah can catch him.
So here.
I don't know. I think it's
here's what I'll say. With
no,
that.
I'm saying it'll be both. I think they'll just give it to if Micah's leading in sacks. I think they'll give it to both. I don't think they'll shun Duron.
Yeah, here's what I'll say, Cowboys Nation.
Media like stories.
Right.
It'll look dope to have co-defensive player of the year from the same team.
They probably wouldn't do it, but I'll say this, Cowboys Nation, right? As of right now, Deron Bland is plus 1,200 for Defensive Player of the Year. That means if you put
I need a bet.
If you put $100, it turns into $1,200. So I ain't gonna tell y'all what to do with your money. Christmas is coming up. But like you said, Rome, Myles Garrett is out. Honestly, and I'm saying this on Twitter, y'all. There honestly shouldn't even be a conversation about who's the front runner for Defensive Player of the Year. Like it should be Deron Bland, because if you compare his Defensive Player of the Year stats to what Stephon Gilmore did, it's not even close. Like he broke NFL history. You know what I'm saying? So Deron Bland should be the number one, but for whatever reason, y'all, as of right now, he ain't. You know what I'm saying? So got an extra little $100. Or 10. You put 10 on it, get 120.
A pick six is above a sack, bro.
It is.
So
it's not just interceptions.
I know they've been wanting to give it to they want to give it to Micah.
Ooh, someone said they got Bland at plus 1,600. Man,
they want to give it to Micah, but Bland is so dope. I'm just saying, like, let's say Micah finished with 17 sacks. Let's just say I'm just throwing a number out there, right? They ain't like that's what 6.5 away.
Yeah.
Right? Let's just say he finished with 17 sacks, and that's the lead, or 18, something like that, and that's the lead. But then Deron Bland gave one more. It ain't even pick six. At this point, he just needs an interception.
Which I think he'll get. I think Deron Bland has 2 to 3 more interceptions in him.
So he get 2 to 3 more interceptions, and it's like
he'll get one tomorrow. He's not a pick six, but he can get a pick.
I think the media will just say, "Yo, wouldn't it be dope to get him cold?" Because it's a big story. 2 Cowboys winning Defensive Player of the Year. I just think it'd be dope.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, the media This is crazy. It's one of those things where since I've been doing this for so long, I'm starting to notice why they do stuff. And it's all about what looks doper. Like, what's the bigger story? Co-defensive player of the year from the same team? Because it's rare that happens. They don't really have the chance to do that most years. They would do it.
Yeah. And then they can do that, and they can spin Dak like, well, we gave him Defensive Player of the Year, so that was the reason why Dak didn't get. Dak had 2 Defensive Player of the Year, so that's why he wasn't the MVP. He just didn't get my vote because Dak just didn't have enough signature against.
Yeah, we're not getting all 3, y'all. So we're not. Dak more than like I know we've been beating the drum.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this, Nick Wright laid it out though, bro. If Dak runs the table, if he does run the table, something happens where he wins the division. And we get the one, all these things got to happen. But if he outplays Jalen on Sunday Night Football, like I know he will.
Damn.
I'm telling y'all right now, he outplays Jalen and then they slip somehow and we win the division, get the 1 seed, the MVP's in play.
Yeah, and people like, you know, because we still got a few Dak haters, and they ain't as loud. They ain't poking their head up, you know what I'm saying? Because my chat's clean. I ain't seen a Dak hater in months, you know what I'm saying? I ain't seen one at all in months.
Bro, it's so bad that I told you the dude from Philly was like, you should feel ashamed selling Dak most hated t-shirts. Why? Because he's finally getting love? Like,
right.
I feel vindicated.
Right, because we told y'all that, you know what I'm saying? Stop the hate. But I feel like as of right now, it is Dak's MVP to lose. And people are like, how could you say that? Because if he goes out there, balls out tomorrow, he beats Jalen Hurts, balls out again. Then you got the Dolphins on Christmas, another spotlight game. Do that. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody's favorite, Josh Allen. If Dak goes out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, the opportunity is there. He's got to go handle what's in front of him. You know what I'm saying?
It's national stage games.
Right.
If he does 5 national stage games and balls out all of them and ends up with like 37 touchdowns, at some point you're going to be like, all right, dog.
Right.
You got it.
Right. Yeah.
I would love, time.
Yeah, I was about to tell y'all before y'all got off the point. Dog, I've watched J.J. Watt play on horrible Houston Texans team and win Defensive Player of the Year. There ain't no way in hell they ain't giving this shit to T.J. Watt. No way in hell.
Yeah, I forgot about T.J. because he's been close too.
TJ, what are you looking like right now?
He got 13.5 sacks, so he got 2.5 more than Micah. Their numbers are very, very similar.
But the story will write itself, bro. That's why I said Micah could get in on this duo.
They love the Watts, dog. They love the Watts. They could be 3-14, and he gonna win Defensive Player of the Year.
When you get one, it ain't the same. You got one, and look, if you can give co-Defensive Player of the Years to the
how many JJ got? JJ got 3, right, or something like that.
Yeah, he already got some. Like you know what I'm saying? It has to be Deron Bland, but my concern with Deron Bland, it just isn't a big enough name. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they would attach Micah to it. You feel my?
Yeah.
That's why he plus 1,600.
Right? Yeah. He's not a big enough name. Like I was saying on Twitter, if this was Sauce Gardner doing with Deron Bland, it would be chaos, bro.
It would have gave the trophy mid-year.
Yeah, they would brought him on Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Trophy in a turkey. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just think with Deron Bland, it's just not a popular name. A lot of people like, where he come from? Like I said, I'll be at the games lying.
Flowers too, because he's so humble, bro.
He is. When I met Deron Bland,
dance when he just hand the ball to the ref.
When I met Deron Bland at camp, he was literally just standing over in the corner by himself, and nobody was talking to him. You know what I'm saying? So I reckon, because a lot of Cowboys fans don't recognize the players with their helmets off and not the name pads. So I went over, I was like, "Yo, what's going on, Deron?" You know what I'm saying? Best of luck this season. Keep balling.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Cool.
He was hella cool. You know what I'm saying? Like. But most Cowboys fans, they don't even, they don't know Deron Bland. So when I say he's from FSU, they don't know no better. Let's go with it. You know what I'm saying?
They don't know it's Fresno.
Yeah, I just say,
I thought it was hilarious.
Like, where's he from? Like FSU. You know what I'm saying? So
listen, that's why I think there's nobody more deserving right now because of how humble he is.
Right.
But like that's the only reason I'm bringing up Micah is because I know how the media works, and you're right. There's not a big enough name. So they could give a little bit of both, but they both would have to like all these award talks that we doing. Look, we want wins, y'all.
Right, we want wins. Right.
All this stuff is fun. It's fun to talk about because we close. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I don't care if none of them win nothing.
Right.
Fact.
I just want if the defense and the offense is clicking, and it's just clicking enough to where Dak don't quite win MVP or they don't win the Defensive Player of the Year, but we win out.
Right. Yeah, I can care less.
I want.
Right.
I don't care about that.
I'll go make y'all an MVP trophy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go to a trophy shop and buy you. You know what I'm saying? Like just win. You know what I'm saying? We all want the championship, but some of the players do deserve to be recognized. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm encouraging Cowboys Nation. Just vote for the Pro Bowl. It don't mean nothing to us, right? Because people are like, I don't want them to play in the Pro Bowl. I even watch the Pro Bowl. But it means something to the players just from a money standpoint, from them to get, contract bonuses and different things. I think of it like this, y'all. Voting for a player for the Pro Bowl is like you at your job asking for a customer to give you a survey. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just some little thing. You know what I'm saying? So it can help. You know what I'm saying? Tell Chuck, why are you voting for the player? Well, I don't care. Like, bro, like one tweet.
It's up to us, bro. We got to promo it.
Yeah, we gotta do it. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man.
Ain't there no limit, though? Can't you vote a lot?
I don't know, bro. I'm run the numbers up. You know what I'm saying? Run the numbers up.
I might get in there a couple times.
Yeah, we gonna run the numbers up, man, because our players deserve it. You know what I'm saying? And they don't get credit for nobody else. It's up to Cowboys Nation to go out there and give them credit, man. But listen, y'all, most important thing, we got to go out there and handle business. It's going to be a hard-fought game. The Seahawks aren't going to go out there and lay down. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be on 10. Huh?
I said, it's good, though. Let them come with their A game. Good. I don't want no more lay downs.
Right.
Let's get to it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we going to know who we really are. You know what I'm saying? If we go through these next 5 to 6 games and we getting slid and we getting cooked, we going to come on and do a show like, listen, y'all. Let's get these mock drafts popping because this team ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get these mock drafts popping. And people who follow me, we got draft content dropping this week. You know what I'm saying? So we about to get some things popping. But, if we will know who we are. Like I said, I think this Cowboys team has enough, talent. I like the culture. I like the coaching. I like the players. It's up to us to actually go out there and finally show and prove. And it starts tomorrow versus the Seattle Seahawks, man. But before we go, man, Rome, let everybody know they can find you, my guy.
Hey, man, look, it's your boy, Mr. Rome. You can find me at Cowboys Fan Talk on YouTube, of course. Cowboys_Fan Talk on Twitter, where it get wild. And I'm going to reinvigorate the IG soon, but I appreciate all the love and the support for everyone, for my brothers and everybody, man. Seriously.
Yeah, DMV, my guy, go ahead, bro.
Hey guys, on YouTube, you guys can find me at DMV Fanatic, as it's spelled right here. On Twitter, X, you can find me at DMV Fanatic1. And on Instagram, it's the real DMV Fanatic, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the love in the chat and all that stuff. I salute and RIP to my guy Rashid Peebles.
Yeah, rest in peace, man.
Giant fan. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So a lot of people don't understand when we start this content, you know, we don't expect to build friends and relationships and damn near like brothers, man. So when you lose people, it hurts. You know what I'm saying? Like Pest was a guy who I talked to a lot, just like I talked to DMV and Rome. You know what I'm saying? And you know, same thing probably for you and Sheep. So it's like, you know, it just shows the power of our community, how close we get. Just also not just in the Cowboys community, but just across the NFL, man. So, you know, rest in peace to everyone out there, man, and take life, you know, valuable, man. Cherish it, you know, and be thankful for it. Yeah, man, for everyone seeing me, man, JTuck, you can follow me on all social media platforms at JTuck151. That's on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. I apologize to TikTok. I've been slacking. YouTube channel, CFO Sports. Like I said, we got film breakdowns. We got a lot of draft content coming up. But listen, Cowboys Nation, listen. I dropped a video on my channel this morning, right? If you're in Dallas tomorrow, you need to go to Texas Live and link up with Dez Bryant, my guy Dez, in the big Dallas tailgate. Now, I can't tell y'all what's going down tomorrow, but it's going to be a movie. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do something big. Now, they're doing a Post Malone release for his new clothing line in collaboration with the Cowboys. Can't say everything's going on. Got to keep it in the house. But go out there. It's going to be a movie. So if you got the opportunity to go out there, definitely go out there. Now, next Sunday, we all going to be in the building, man, having a blast. It's a good time to meet the players. I miss Trayvon. I must have left, you know what I'm saying, last weekend because Trayvon must have just walked in when I walked out. But Trayvon was there. Little Aiden was out there being a rock star. It's just a good time to be around Cowboys Nation.
Off, get somebody, you know, the time frame for tomorrow.
Tomorrow starts at 4 p.m. 4 p.m.
4 p.m.
Yeah, 4 p.m.
And same thing for the Sunday night game?
I think the Sunday night is going to be a little bit sooner. Yeah, I think Sunday night is going to start like at 1 or 2 or so.
It's going to be time.
Yeah, it's going to be a long day. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying we got to rest. You know what I'm saying, on Saturday.
Hey, y'all, man, hydrate.
It's a long day, man. They got food out there, drinks, music, games, Madden. You know, get autographs from Dez, pictures. You know, players stop by, entertainers. You know, I was on LeBron's Uninterrupted podcast doing the promos, like the radio station K104. Like it's just the whole vibe out there, man. You be having so much fun, you forget about the damn game. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, we got a game at 3:30. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So definitely go check that out, man.
It's gonna be a movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be a movie, especially next weekend, man. But I appreciate y'all, Cowboys Nation. Lock in. Don't look past the Seattle Seahawks. This is going to be a tough opponent. But I feel like our Cowboys want to go out there and get the win. Y'all want to do predictions, man? You want to do predictions?
Nah,
yeah, we can do a score prediction.
I'm about to say, y'all can do it. Last time I did a score prediction and we was all together, bro.
Let's left.
I just predict the win.
Yeah, I just want to win. Yeah, let's win. Predict the Cowboys win. How about that? You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thanks again for all the super chats. Like I said, it's harder for us to read it because we're connected, you know, to 4 or 5 different channels. We got Twitter, Facebook, all sorts of stuff coming in. We appreciate all the love and support, man. We want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. Go Cowboys. Peace.